as we continue our year of incredible travel experiences to witness some of the most amazing sporting partnerships and events in the world. There's really no better way to start the summer than this.
It's Inter Milan who kick off. Silva hangs it in there. Cry of hand. Oh, Manchester City, champions of Europe.
Beginning with Istanbul, it's my first time in Turkey and it's been one of the top places I've wanted to check out for so many years. Whether it's the Grand Bazaar, Cappadocia, or trying the amazing local food, this is the home of the UEFA Champions League Final 2023 that follows along our journey through Milan, Italy, as we witness the semifinals pitchside with OPPO. It really has such a unique atmosphere and architecture with its European and Middle Eastern influences, and it's a country rich in history and culture, as well as very warm and welcoming people. Walking through the city itself and its incredible sensory experience, with the vibrant colors and colorful characters, I felt like I could have walked around all day and never gotten bored. Of all the beautiful and eccentric streets, there was one area above all I was really excited to see, and that was the Grand Bazaar. The Grand Bazaar needs no introduction. It's once served 3 continents in the Ottoman Empire and has been around for over 600 years. Throughout its evolution, we see the architecture maintained just as it was before. It is currently one of the largest markets in the world, and it's a world of its own. It's so easy to get lost. There are so many people here, and we started our tour on the rooftop itself, where it was kind of a peaceful break from the chaos going on underneath. With a view of the entire city and the mosques, it truly was a unique and private experience. A few hours here really wasn't enough. I could spend an entire day or even a few days here walking through the endless maze of this Grand Bazaar, and before heading out, we grabbed a quick meal and of course some of the street food. Throughout the trip, we were also using and testing the OPPO Find X6 Pro smartphone by taking some photos and putting it through its paces, testing out its maximum resolution as well as large sensors capturing the best daylight and night photos possible on a smartphone. When you're traveling, one of the most important pieces of accessory is what you're able to capture the moments with. Helping you navigate and communicate while also capturing the raw moments and memories to look back on really required the best technology possible, and whether that is the ultra-wide angle being able to capture that wide landscape or the zoom in the event of the football match. Having all these different dimensions is really important, and having it at the palm of your hand and something that can fit in your pocket always makes it the most effective tool possible. Before the match, though, we had to make our way to another dream location in Turkey, and that is Cappadocia, a place that really doesn't need any introduction, and I'm sure you've seen before, famous for the sunrise hot air balloons. After seeing it so many times on social media, it really did not disappoint. Watching the balloons ignite and take flight in the morning of the fields with tall grass was such an unreal sight, even with only 3 hours of sleep. I love seeing the signature cultural experiences in person, and it just really feels like immersing yourself into another world. So it's time for the match day and the much anticipated game between Manchester City and Inter Milan for the UEFA Champions League Final 2023. We started off at the OPPO Hospitality Suite, checking out the official smartphone of the UEFA Champions League, the Find N2 Flip, which we initially saw in its announcement in MWC Barcelona earlier this year. The atmosphere inside and outside the stadium was amazing, and it's really something that you have to experience in person to describe.
Cry of handball, and they are needed. It's Rodri!
Manchester City held on to the end and took home the UEFA Champions League title. And overall, this short stop in Turkey was unbelievable between the action of the football match, the sensory experiences of the city, and market of the picturesque landscapes of Cappadocia. It really left its mark on me, and it is a country that I'll definitely be revisiting in the future.
Lost in the heat of it all. Girl, you know you're lost in the thrill of it all.
The next stop on this road trip was Paris, somewhere that you really have to visit once a year in the summer because it is just so beautiful. With the colors, the weather. It's a stop that we made a few times last year, but this time it's for an event that I've wanted to attend for so long, and that is the Roland Garros French Open. After attending Wimbledon with OPPO last year, it was one of my favorite sporting events, if not events as a whole, and to be able to see it in a different dimension was something that I was stoked for. From sitting on the field and looking at the Eiffel Tower to walking along the river and having a crepe, everything is just so stunning, and it just has a certain energy to it that makes Europe so special. The French Open really did exceed every one of my expectations and is actually very different from the experience that you get at Wimbledon. Seeing OPPO involved in many aspects of sports, including the UEFA Champions League, Wimbledon, and the French Open, is an exciting way to bring technology and sport all together while combining travel as well and capturing these amazing moments on their brand new smartphones. Paris is a city known for its fashion, architecture, food, and fun, and all of that was on display during this tournament. So as we look back at some of the incredible memories that we have from Turkey and Paris, here are some of the best photos that we captured on OPPO's flagship smartphone, the Find X6 Pro. The 50 megapixel sensor is one that gives you a lot of options, and you don't have to capture every single photo at that maximum resolution, but having that option is always amazing to be able to crop and keep the photos for future use. For the most part though, we were capturing in just a standard resolution where it actually pixel bins down to 12 megapixels, and having the option of that max resolution on all of the lenses is something that I haven't really seen very often in the industry. It's usually just narrowed down to the main camera. With the large sensor though, the amazing optical and hybrid zoom, you can also see the samples of the football match where you can really zoom in on the players, but also in Roland Garros as well. The key to photography, and especially mobile photography, is being able to frame your shot effectively and intentionally. And with that, having multiple lenses allows you to really bring that to life easily. So as always, if you guys enjoyed these travel videos combined with tech, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on the channel, subscribe as well, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Los Angeles, India, lost on a train,